I think part of that, though, is that I put a lot more hours in Xenoverse 2. Far too many, honestly. Regained the life I've lost, and I'm at close to full health. Let's try to... keep this up. Nope. Yes! Well, as soon as I say that, of course, I fail at it, but whatever. We're actually quite good on lives. Nope, it's not a platform, apparently. So I've re-looked at my notes and I realized that it's not actually this boss that's the beginner one, it's actually Starman. So I think if I lose this one again, I'm just gonna go right to Starman stage. I almost had it that time, though. So a lot of it is just that he goes up and the thing goes down, and it's... so close last time, and I completely screwed up that time. That one's that, I'm trying to remember which parallel quest it is. It's like I have it in my mind, but I'm struggling to remember the name of it. But it's the one where Full Power Frieza fights Vegito, isn't it? And Gotenks. Yeah. Yeah, that one's definitely one of the worst non-DLC ones. Well, looks like I'm going to Starman stage. Yeah, two skills that might help with that one, because you can't really... There are generally 3 skills that will help with any, what I call escort mission, which is person has to be alive at the end or have 50% of their health. It's usually either Taunt, the Savior Has Come, or Energy Zone. All of them are non-DLC skills, and actually very, very good for this kind of thing. Both Taunt and the Savior Has Come just force okay, yeah. Those first two just force everyone, just force lock-ons to you. Taunt forces one to lock onto you. The Savior Has Come forces everyone in a certain area to lock onto you, and of course Energy Zone just heals whoever. It's the only thing that will heal like an NPC ally. Of course, I don't think you really get the... Yeah, Energy Zone is healing, but it's not really good for that mission in particular, just because you don't really get the opportunity to heal him. It's just one fight after the other. You don't really get the opportunity to stop and have him recover. Yeah. Gotta be careful about my jumps. So, yeah, between that and either the teleporting ultimate attacks also help too. Warp Kamehameha and teleporting Vanishing Ball are also good. Of course, you can't have that because you don't have that last one yet, but yeah, it just helps you quickly move from one opponent to the next, just chaining as many ultimates as your ki will afford you. So those would be... Oh, that's a tricky... Yeah, you might want to do that, especially for damage. What race are you? I'm assuming male Saiyan. Alright. So, yeah, male Saiyans don't really have any special benefits to any particular type of super attack, key, or strike, so you can specialize in either one. So, but what male Saiyans definitely are really good at is basic attacks, which also makes them a really good candidate for kind of Super Saiyan God-focused build, because that's what that Awoken buffs. You could. You really don't need to, though. I mean, at most, if you have a good Q... I mean, you can only really do this with the level 6 QQ Bang, but if you have a level 6 QQ Bang, you don't really need to put any points in, You don't really need to put any points in Key or Strike. You can just let your QQ Bang do the work and put all of your points into basic stamina and health. Or summon Key as well. So, but yeah, how much you want to put in stamina or Ki kind of depends on whether you want to do anything in PvP or not. Because, yeah, stamina is much more important for PvP than it is for, like, parallel quests or even expert missions. Like, you wouldn't really need more than about 6, I think, for either of those. Yeah, this is definitely the starter one. Oops. No. Excellent. Give me your shield. It's my understanding there's 2 that kind of evenly mix that that can produce just about any type of QQ Bang. I think one of them is Bardock's and the other is Beerus's. I don't 100% remember exactly. Who's next? Gravity. So yeah, but I suppose it would work. I mean, it has to be a level 5, and just about anything that probably has opposing arrow bonuses would probably work. Of course, if you want a particular focus, you know, that can change. Oh, well. 2 characters I have are not focused as well. So my male Majin I have specifically as kind of a do-anything build. He doesn't have any points in basic attacks. He kind of splits 62 points into both Ki and Strike supers, and he dumped all the rest in health and stamina just because I made him as a giant tank, since he's a male Majin. The other one is my Namekian, which is similar, but I put all of his points into basic attacks, since the Namekian's advantages is kind of similar to that of a male Saiyan. At least as far as the fact that they suck with super attacks, but are really good with basic attacks, but a Namekian's health is much better, and they can regenerate. Ah! Didn't even really see what I missed. One thing that might Divine Kamehameha is one of them, but it's not the only one that does that. I mean, Cooler has a move that does pretty much the exact same thing. It's just not as cinematic. It's called Shadow Crusher, if I remember correctly. I think you get it from him from his mentor missions. It basically works the same way, but it's a strike move rather than a Ki move. Also, something like skills like Super After Image also work for that kind of thing, because, I mean, that's just kind of a way to get out of the way without needing to expend this. Nope. Faint Crash is one of them. I mean, it does what Super After Image does, except it also does an attack. Faint Crash and Faint Shot. So, all three of those kind of work the same way.